Hello everyone, how are you today? Welcome back to Pacific Front channel. I wish I would never make this video ever, because by doing so, it means something that I don't really want to happen become a reality. As you have already heard for the past couple of days, the plan to acquire some Mirage 2000 from Gulf countries is getting a green light by the finance minister. How can we get to this point? What is the reason behind this acquisition? And why do I think it won't make the Indonesian Air Force any stronger? Let's discuss it in today's video. Remember 3 months ago when I posted about the Mirage in my community tab? There, I said that the plan to procure the Rafale might be reduced and a total of 14 Mirage from Qatar and the UAE will be bought. That time, I still believe that this plan was only a suggestion and there is no way that this will be going forward. Unfortunately, I was totally wrong. In August, the National Development Planning Agency or Bappenas issued changes to the list of foreign loan priority plans of 2022 for the Ministry of Defense. There's a total of 46 defense programs in this list and 2 of them are second-hand purchases. The first one is the acquisition of 3 Pohang-class corvette from South Korea, which is confirmed not approved for fiscal year 2022. And the second one is the acquisition of Mirage 2000 with an approved budget of around $734.5 million. And just a few days ago, a credible source announced that the finance minister has approved foreign loan request from the MOD to acquire the Mirage, making us the 10th Mirage operator after 36 years of delays. It's still unclear which Mirage the Indonesian Air Force will buy. It's either the Qatari Mirage 2000-5, UAE Mirage 2000-9, or can be both. There's an image circulating in the internet showing an Indonesian Air Force pilot posing on the front of the Qatari Mirage, so I assume we will at least get some of theirs. Qatar became the second export customer of the Mirage 2000-5 in 1994. They ordered 12 aircraft in total, consisting of 9 single-seaters and 3 two-seaters, and the first delivery was made in 1997. What about the UAE? The UAE bought their first Mirage 2000 in 1984, where they bought 36 aircraft in total. Then in 1997, they signed a $3.2 billion deal to buy 32 Mirage 2000-9 and 30 upgrade kits for their existing fleet. The first delivery was made in 2003. It is said that the -9 is the most advanced variant of this type, with a more modern cockpit instrument, more powerful radar, classified countermeasure, and a broader range of weapons. What was the reason behind this procurement? As a plan that appears out of nowhere, its origin is obscure. It's not included in the Phase 1 modernization program, not in the Phase 2 as well, and until last June, did not even appear in the Phase 3 too. So what is it? Why we suddenly have this procurement plan and got it approved in just a matter of months? Is it for a stopgap measure to fill in our fighter needs? Is it to familiarize our pilots and ground crew with French fighters before the Rafale arrives? For me, these reasons are total BS, and they are using these narratives only to hide the truth from us. Here's the thing, since before the signing ceremony last February, we were wondering which variant we would get and whether it was gonna be a new airframe or not, right? Both have their pros and cons. If it's a new airframe, we will get a longer life cycle. But the con is, we have to wait until 2026 at the earliest before the first aircraft arrives. If we choose to buy an existing airframe, then refurbish it to our desired variant, we can receive it much faster but with less flying hours for the aircraft. Greece did this recently, and they got their aircraft in less than 24 months. What I want to say is, if we want to get our aircraft fast to fill up our fighter needs, then why not choose the second option to fulfill our first 6 Rafale from the first place, rather than waiting several years for a new one? If only we did that during the signing ceremony, I believe we can see the Rafale with the Indonesian Air Force colors flying in the Armed Forces anniversary in 2024. The Mirage won't be coming anytime soon either. The administrative process must be completed first, then they must be refurbished, change its components, painted with the Indonesian Air Force color, and a lot more. Procedures that will take months or even a year to complete. With this in mind, I'm fine waiting for several months longer, but getting what we truly need. Then, they also said the Mirage is a perfect platform to learn the basics of French aircraft before the Rafale arrives. It is true that there are components, especially in the Dash 9 variant, that were developed for the Rafale. But isn't it better if we train directly with the Rafale instead of buying unnecessary aircraft that we all know will be thrown away in the next 10 years? At this point, I think we can agree that the Mirage procurement doesn't make sense, right? So what is the real reason? There's no other reason that I can think of except for Indonesia's new capital, Nusantara. And Mirage is one of the government bargaining chips to please the Gulf countries to help build it. The estimated cost to build the infrastructure alone is around $33 billion. And Indonesia doesn't have that much money, especially in this economy. Will the Mirage make the Indonesian Air Force stronger? From what I see, quite the opposite. It will only add more operational burden for them. With the number of aircraft types currently active, plus several more types to come, the last thing the Air Force needs right now is another type of aircraft. The training, logistic, and maintenance required to operate this fighter will only add unnecessary costs for the already limited Air Force budget. Don't forget that the production line of this aircraft is long gone, and its spare part is becoming scarce and more expensive. France has phased out this aircraft from service, leaving only 55 of the D variant that will undergo mid-life upgrade by 2025. And India needs to buy 16 phased-out Mirage from France only to keep their fleet of 50 Mirage flying for hopefully a decade more. What do you think will happen to Indonesian Mirage? Operate all 14 of it, or use half of them as spares in case some parts are broken? No matter which one it is, I'm sure it won't have 100% operational readiness. And how many years will we keep the aircraft flying anyway? 10 years? 15 years? I don't think it will be sustainable anymore if we keep it beyond 10 years, especially with the Rafale and KF-21 expected to enter service in the coming years. It's really sad to see national security and defense being compromised to fulfill campaign promises in politics. And the funny thing is, when the current ruling party was an opposition party 10 years ago, they were the most vocal against the purchase of the second-hand F-16. But now, they just did exactly the same thing. The president gave an instruction to treat defense procurement as an investment, with a foreign loan of 700 million and used only to buy second-hand equipment with a life expectancy of just 10 years? Is this what they call defense investment? I think buying a Gripen makes more sense than this. There is one thing I learned from this procurement. The government actually can decide on defense matters really fast, can they? The aircraft was proposed last July, was put in the priority plan in August, and approved in October. If only the other defense plan can be decided this quickly, that will be great.